Before I begin, as an immortal spiritual being, I request you fellow immortal beings to watch this entire video till end. I can understand the lack of patience wired into you by today's social media. You are not at fault, but you must listen patiently and share this message with your close friends who values it. Truth must be spread. True spiritualists possess a deep understanding of the intricate dynamics between religion and science. They recognize that both religion and science, in their extreme forms, can become traps that hinder our exploration of the truth. Each holds a distinct perspective on the nature of existence, and yet, a true spiritualist comprehends that the reality we are dealing with transcends these limited concepts. Science, with its empirical approach, focuses on what can be experimented and observed. It seeks to uncover truths that are consistent and replicable, regardless of the location in the vastness of the universe. Scientific discoveries are driven by logical reasoning and a devotion to understanding the material world. However, science often disregards the role of the observer and the act of observing itself. It remains confined within the boundaries of matter and fails to recognize the profound impact of consciousness. Science becomes a worshipper of matter, ignoring the transcendent power that lies beyond its grasp. Religion, on the other hand, operates on a foundation of faith. Religions across the world hold firm beliefs in the existence of a higher power, an entity responsible for the creation of everything we encounter within this perceivable universe. Religion does not seek empirical evidence to justify its claims. Instead, it relies on the intuitive connection between the individual and the divine. It acknowledges the presence of a spiritual realm that supersedes the limitations of logic and reasoning. A true spiritualist on the journey of spirituality comprehends that what we are dealing with extends beyond the conventional concept of a god. It acknowledges that this divine force possesses the capacity to create consciousness itself. It operates beyond the constraints of logic and reasoning, transcending our understanding of duality and singularity. If we strip ourselves of the self-imposed limitations, we recognize that we are, individually and collectively, godly existences. There is no separation or duality or singularity. Our true state lies beyond the boundaries of comprehension of human mind. When one clings to the crutches of religious beliefs or the rigid tenets of science, they become trapped in a cycle of eternal oblivion. The paradigm of science perceives creation as everything while rendering the creators as nothing. Religion, on the other hand, believes the Creator to be all while considering creation as nothing. These extreme viewpoints act as the bars of a prison cell, preventing us from observing the interactive whole of the phenomenon. True spiritualists understand that the reality we seek to explore cannot be confined within the limited scope of either religion or science. The realm we are attempting to understand defies our current concepts and beliefs, even those associated with a god. It transcends even the notion of a god. No words can adequately describe it, no mind can fully comprehend it, and no observer can truly observe it. Therefore, one must not become entangled in the conflicts arising from the clash between science and religion or any rigid belief systems. True spiritual beings grasp this wisdom and, as a result, engage in silent observation and stillness. They recognize that what is experienced cannot be conveyed or challenged through words or logic. Engaging in the study of creation without acknowledging the spark of animator that animates it is a futile endeavor. Science, with its pursuit of knowledge, often fails to recognize the inherent limitations in comprehending the deeper aspects of existence or non-existence. It presents us with a universe devoid of life, a cold and dispassionate void. Religion, on the other hand, can promote superstitions and dogmas that limit our understanding and impede our spiritual growth. Limiting the understanding of true spirituality. Although science has recently begun exploring the phenomenon of consciousness, it often overlooks the essence of what we are truly dealing with. What we are dealing with goes beyond mere existence or non-existence. It is the fundamental faculty that underlies all states of being or non-being. Irony arises from the fact that desire causes suffering, and suffering strengthens our belief in a higher power. That is, God. Without the crutches of science and religion, we fear that we will no longer be able to navigate the path of life. The idea of letting go of these belief systems threatens our sense of survival and security. However, true spiritualists understand that clinging to these external frameworks only perpetuates the cycle of suffering and limitation. Ultimately, every being that incarnates and inhabits a physical form will inevitably experience the transient nature of existence. The fleeting flash of life that accompanies us on this journey will eventually depart from our side. In light of this truth, one may question the purpose of struggling and clinging to external constructs. Instead, embracing this fundamental truth of impermanence can lead to a profound shift in perspective. True spiritualists recognize that the essence of existence lies in embracing the present moment, free from the constraints of dogma or rigid belief systems. They understand that the truth we seek cannot be found solely through scientific exploration or religious doctrines. It lies within the depths of our own self, in the silent observation and stillness that transcends words and concepts. A true spiritualist can see that in this realm beyond science and religion, we are neither separate nor collectively singular entities confined to individual bodies. Rather, we are beyond the concept of duality or singularity. Even superposition doesn't explain us. This realization not only shatters the illusion of separation, but it also ushers the hypnotic, profound sense of unity. There is similarity of power and ability, not singularity or unity. One must comprehend this polluted concept. Advaita, which translates to non-duality, or not two, is misunderstood or miscomprehended or misinterpreted. The pursuit of spirituality becomes futile when the tool of the mind is employed or if one walks on a certain path. There is no path to walk. As we delve deeper into our spiritual journey, we begin to transcend the limitations imposed by science and religion. We embrace a broader perspective that encompasses both the observable and the unobservable, the tangible and the intangible. We recognize that the ultimate truth cannot be contained within the boundaries of our human understanding or mind. It is important to note that the exploration of spirituality does not require us to use our mind. Apply logic and reasoning. We also must not believe any concept. It is the journey you must walk alone. Every spiritualist or explorer must understand this, that one way or another one cannot escape death. Then why must one struggle and held on to beliefs or keep improving on survival as a physical being? One must survive, but survive as a being with wisdom and comprehension of your true self. Where only truth exists and corruption dissolves.